Welcome back to the Blondies. My name's Ephraim.
I'm TJ.
And I'm Amber.
And we are three siblings
Who
that
talk
started
about-
a podcast together.
And we're lifelong siblings that talk about life for a long time. Can we jump on the mythical train there?
Something like that, yeah. This has been a long time coming. We have been on and off talking about this and restarting this project for 3 years now since we kind of dropped the ball in the middle of nowhere back in the middle of 2021. Almost literally 3 years since we recorded the last episode.
It was when you went to school.
Well, you went to school as well.
I was at Sandhills, but you went to Kentucky.
Well, I started school the next year.
I think y'all are getting ahead of what we're getting ready to do here.
I think we are. So we're starting off this first episode back with a little fun summarization game, I guess. I don't know what to call it exactly, but basically 3 years and 30 seconds. And so we'll kind of summarize and then go into more detail afterwards of where we've been, what we've been up to, our personal projects, all the fun things that have happened in the last 3 years that you guys have missed out on, but we get to share now. So Ephraim's going to kick us off. I've got the timer right here, and I will give you a big old buzzer.
Has Ephraim prepared?
I don't know.
You're better than me. I'm just going to wing it and go for the best.
I had written notes, but I forgot.
Wow.
I had written notes, but I have to record it on my phone, so I can't watch them.
You can do screen and screen.
Oh, can I?
Picture in picture.
I'm not going to chance it. We'll do it.
We'll wing it.
We'll test it out later.
We're doing it live.
Ephraim ended up, I guess, being the most prepared out of all three of us.
I'm impressed.
TJ's the one who produced it, so
I guess
TJ's oh, we're doing it at 2:30, and we're doing this, and this for our slots, and then we started at 3 p.m.
Well,
It's
you were
okay.
late.
It's okay.
And then you had to finish eating.
It's okay. We're tit for tat. All right, Ephraim. You're starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
So I had, I think, 2 birthdays in the span of 3 years since we've stopped the podcast. I graduated from Sandhills Community College before I graduated from high school. I'm now at UNC Pembroke for musical theater, and I started the disc golf team, and this year I'm starting the ultimate frisbee team.
Fun. Done in under with 5 seconds to spare. Impressive. Good stuff. So that, I feel like that's a pretty good summary. Was it 2?
Ultimate Frisbee?
Do you not know what ultimate frisbee is?
Yes, I know what Ultimate Frisbee is, and I know that's not
was...
such a giant leap from disc golf, but at the same time...
Ultimate Frisbee is bigger than disc golf.
I know it is, but, I've never seen you play Ultimate Frisbee.
I love ultimate frisbee.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I'm just worse at it than disc golf.
I really thought it was just disc golf you were doing. I thought that was all you were
Well,
doing.
that's what I did last year, and then...
It's not enough. Apparently, Ephraim needs to add more to his schedule.
But it's because I took less of... So, last year I took 16 credits while starting this club, and this year I'm taking 12 credits, and I'm starting another new club.
You're not supposed to be divulging more of your past 3 years until we get past through these.
Okay, now it's TJ's turn.
Okay, so full disclosure, I've been thinking about it, but I'm
He
just
didn't
where
have
Amber
notes.
is. I didn't have notes like Ephraim did. So again, Ephraim's the most prepared. So we'll see how we do winging this. Okay, so I started with the philosophy degree I talked about 3 years ago in our last episode. I have been at Boyce in Southern Seminary up in Louisville for the past 2 years. I am getting ready to go move up into an apartment. I've been in the honors program. I've started running consistently as an athlete, collegiate athlete, and I've done a couple marathons. I don't know. That's about the gist of it. So got 4 seconds to spare. I guess that's not too bad.
Not too bad.
I like how you had to clarify collegiate athlete.
Okay, collegiate counts. I know it's only a Christian Association Division.
No,
2,
I just thought it was funny that you wanted to clarify.
Yeah, I mean, it is technically a collegiate athlete, technically. So, I think that's pretty cool. So, what were you saying, Amber?
Oh no, nothing.
Okay.
I was clearing my throat. Thank you.
All right, Amber, you ready?
Sure.
Okay, let's do this. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. In the past 3 years, I have had another child. Actually, we were going to announce pregnancy on Blondies last time and see who would catch it. And apparently we never did. But so I've had another kid. I've started a business that is growing quite rapidly. Ephraim works for me sometimes. And there's really not much else. That's about all that's really happened. Oh yeah, and now I eat completely carnivore. So I'm the weird one in the group. I just eat meat, salt, butter, and eggs.
That's not too bad. So finished right on the 30 seconds.
Right on the 30 seconds.
Good stuff. Well, so I mean, we've kind of divulged a little bit more into where we've been for the last 3 years. Kind of went, especially when we started questioning Ephraim. But I don't know.
Ultimate Frisbee.
Yeah. So
That's
where
kind of out of left field.
Ultimate Frisbee come from, Ephraim?
I just like Ultimate Frisbee. I want something to do in the off season of disc golf.
That's fair.
Can't you play disc golf in the off season of disc golf?
You can, but not competition. Not for college.
Do they have Ultimate Frisbee college competition?
It's been around longer than disc golf.
Well, I know when I went to Sandhills way before y'all, since there's such a big age gap, that was huge at Sandhills at that point.
Yeah, one of the history teachers that I met before he retired said that he started the Ultimate Frisbee team at Sandhills. And that was sort of where it started,
who was
2 years ago. Bill Pope.
Oh yeah,
William Bill Pope.
William Bill Pope.
Yep.
What a name.
Surely Bill is just the nickname. It's not William and then middle name Bill.
It's Bill.
There are people like that though.
There are really?
Yes, there are really people like that. It's my favorite.
It's your nickname. That's not your middle name. Come on now.
Well, I mean, I know a lot of people on LinkedIn have it William in parentheses Bill.
Well, yeah, but that's like
name.
me saying James TJ.
Yeah.
Since my first name is actually James.
Yeah.
Fun tidbit for those
so,
who doesn't know that.
Yeah. I'm starting the Ultimate Frisbee team at UNCP this year. Not a chance that we podium at all this year because many of the other colleges have already been established for 30 years.
But you're starting a program.
So
you're starting a program, which I think is pretty cool.
Which was the same thing that happened with disc golf. We didn't even come close to podiuming, coming in the top 10. We came in dead last by about 30 strokes at the championship.
You've got to start a program. You got to start somewhere.
And then, so yeah, there's that. And then
the problem is the program's not going to get any money until they start going up a little bit more.
Club programs don't get money, not like that. Especially not at a small school like UNCP.
I guess.
We'll technically be a Division III team because we have less than 7,500 students.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah. And then I'm a musical theater major there, continuing that passion.
Are you doing your double major still?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But
Well, that's another thing that happened in 30 years and then changed.
30 years?
Or 3 years. I feel like it's been forever.
So, yeah. I'll probably talk about some other stuff later, but...
So is it like when you're not playing disc golf, you're playing ultimate, is that kind of like cross country and track? Like where
there is a lot of overlap, but not every disc golfer plays ultimate, and not every ultimate player plays disc golf.
Yeah.
Well, you don't do track.
Well, yeah, because we don't have a track team.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But a lot of cross country runners and a lot of track runners.
I know. But I was saying the way he was asking it was like implying, because TJ runs, since he didn't update, TJ runs cross country.
Yeah.
And so that's why when you brought that up, I was like, but you don't run track.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
Well, I know that now. I didn't know that then.
Yeah, I could run it detached. I just haven't. So. But yeah, pretty cool. And so, are you minoring?
I am a minor.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Yes, he's not. Well, yeah, you're right.
I'm a teen still.
You're still a teen. That's why I was going to say no.
So I have a church music minor and a business minor are my two minors. So I'm a major in two minors.
Yeah.
Very fun. And I'm still
debating
only able to take 12 credit hours a semester.
Only able?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I could take extra classes for fun, but
For
only
front loading.
12 available classes for...
Towards his degrees.
Like, this semester I only had 9 available.
Gotcha.
So I had to take an extra fun class because I didn't decide on the business major in time, or business minor in time. So...
Gotcha.
Oh,
So
are you
triple
going to
minor.
talk about what's coming up for you?
Later.
Oh, okay.
We're now expanding upon the 30 seconds.
Oh, okay.
3 years and 30
But I
seconds.
mean, like that
you
would
could
still
talk
be
forward.
part of. Well, I guess that's future plans. So I
Yeah.
guess we can talk about future plans later.
We can, yeah. Yeah, for me, so I kind of mentioned this in the last episode 3 years ago because I went back and listened to that episode. I decided on going to Boyce, and I didn't really know what it was at the time, but now I've been there. I was originally planning to study online. Found out that the degree program I was looking at, Politics, Philosophy, Economics, was not available. Pulled some strings, we got the finances figured out, and moved up to Kentucky for the past 2 years to be able to
You keep
go to
saying
school.
up. It's over.
Over to
It's
Kentucky.
just as much up as it is over.
If you believe in a spherical Earth,
That'll have to be something someday.
I don't think I want to.
So, but yeah, I've been over there for the past 2 years and been able to study on campus, and now we're getting ready to look at future opportunities to live over there in an apartment. So that's been exciting.
He's not coming home.
Yeah, part of the motivating factor to get this started back up, so we can have a built-in time to hang out throughout the week. So, but yeah, and so also started running for Boyce. They actually, so kind of a similar story to Ephraim. I didn't start the program by any means, but my first semester came in and found out that they were starting a cross-country program. And so I was like, well, I need something to keep me in shape while I'm there. Don't want to get my freshman 15 and all that. And so it just worked out well for me to kind of pick up running. Didn't know what it would turn into, but here I am. I've been running consistently for the last 2 years. Been able to pick it up as a passion, working in a running shoe store now, because I can go geek out about the shoes and everything like that.
and didn't you drop like 20 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, I've been working on that a lot. So the goal's like 150 by the end of the year, and so I'm well on my way towards that. So I'm gonna be a skinny boy. Skinny boy, nothing but
Ephraim,
muscle.
all you have to do is start running and eating right. Come on now. Get with your
TJ
program.
doesn't eat right.
No, but he runs enough to make up for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can.
I don't know what you're
force
gonna
you.
look like at 150. I don't know if you can do 150,
It's not
TJ.
gonna look that different. I promise you.
What are you at now?
A 170 flat.
I don't know if you can get to 150.
I don't know, man.
You're gonna.
You're gonna have to do some body recomp.
We'll see. We'll see what it's.
Yeah,
like
I
at
didn't
the
know
end of the
150
semester.
was your goal. I don't know if that's possible for you, TJ.
I think it's
160
possible.
easy.
I just 160, 100%.
Yeah, you can get 160, but your bones and your muscle, you're gonna have to drop muscle mass for that
I
one.
don't think I
No,
will. I
I
just
don't.
think it's all. Most of it's fat. So
Where?
I really don't think you have that much fat left.
not too much, but still, there's still some left. So
You got maybe 5 left.
That's why I was saying I think he's gonna
We'll
have to
see.
do some body recomp.
yeah, we'll see what happens. So if it turns into muscle mass, I won't be too upset about it. But I'd like to be a little lighter. It helps with running. So yeah, I don't know. Considering post-grad work right now, because what else are you going to do with a philosophy degree? you know. And then I just finished up an internship in Nashville with the public policy arm of the SBC, the ERLC. So that was fun. Yeah, I mean,
And
What?
almost got.
Can you
almost
explain
had
that to them?
go through craziness at the last week there.
yeah, that'll be an interesting
Can you
story.
explain what you just said? Because I don't even understand what you
The
just said.
public policy arm of the Southern Baptist Convention, aka the Ethics and Religious Liberties Commission.
Okay. You said acronyms there that I didn't even understand.
Do you guys
SBC.
remember when Dad used to do that all the time? Working in the military, he just randomly, he didn't work in the military, but he was a
Worked
contractor.
Yeah.
And he would just drop all these like abbreviated forms of what all these different
Yeah.
things were. And we're just like, okay, we don't know what that is, but you know,
Yeah.
whatever. All the time. He was like,
I probably don't remember it nearly as well as you. but I
We're
do
doing with the
remember it.
PAR, with the ATAC, and we're gonna go talk to the Gov, and we're gonna do.
the Gov isn't
The
one of
Gov.
them, but you know.
So yeah, that's me.
Well, speaking of losing, I've lost 70 pounds this year. So I started January 2nd being carnivore. Not that my kids aren't huge in my life. Of course they are, but since TJ had that little transition just dangling of a carrot sitting there, I figured I'd take it.
Yeah.
So I'll start with that. So I've lost 70 pounds being carnivore. Over the summer, I've done a pretty strict lion diet. The only thing which is just red meat. Red meat, butter, salt, and water. And pretty strict, meaning I still eat some eggs just because we've got all those chickens out there that produce so many eggs. It's unreal. But there's really not that much interesting about it. It's different. It raises a lot of eyebrows. People are pretty intrigued by it, but
it works.
It does work.
It's worked insanely well.
I feel better. So, chronic issues I was having are kind of gone. Like, my doctors, when I turned 30, were telling me they don't understand how I didn't have arthritis in my back already. Like, I had all the markings and all the issues that would be present with arthritis, and I was just on the cusp of having arthritis, and I turned 35 this year, and all of my back pain is pretty much gone. I get sore every once in a while, but not
nearly
nothing like it used to be. Like, there were days I would have to go lay out on a bed. And all my inflammation's down, and 70 pounds gone is a good start.
Yes.
So
what's the end goal?
another 70-80 pounds. So I was quite chunky. It's time to get it all off.
Yeah.
Do you think you're going to start slowing down by the end of the year? Or since you've hit 70 in half a year, are you going to be able to hit that 140 that you're looking for?
I'm hoping that, July, so this would be 7 months. I'm averaging about 10 pounds a month. Mm-hmm. And so I won't slow down until I reach my goal at this point. And I probably will always be at least animal-based. So most everything will still focus around my fats and proteins, but I still might add in some fruits and vegetables here and there, but not going back to the way of previous eating.
That's not what I meant. I didn't mean you slowing down the diet.
Oh,
I
meant my weight. Do you think my weight will slow down? No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I have been consistently losing 10 pounds, and I've got every month, and it's not really slowed down. In fact, it kind of feels like it's starting to ramp up a little bit. So a lot of what your body does on carnivore is it goes through its own, it's very much like autophagy that you experience with fasting. But not quite. It's not quite as powerful as autophagy, but it will sit there and start to actually let your body heal the things that it can heal. And so my body's been going through the state of trying to heal all these years and years and years of abuse I've been putting it through. And so that's why I'm feeling like I'm starting to actually ramp up a little bit quicker in my weight loss right now. So the last 70, 80 pounds may or may not come off quicker than the first 70 pounds. We'll see, but I don't think it'll slow any further down.
Yeah.
So, but anyway. And then, my son Jedediah was born in 2022, and so he is getting ready to, in April this coming year, he'll turn 3, so he's 2 in a couple months at this point.
He just turned 2.
I know.
2 months ago.
No.
2 months ago?
April, May, June, July, 3 months ago. August, he's the beginning of April. He's 4 months. He's coming closer to that 2.5 years than not.
But still.
I just realized we did just hit August.
Today's August 1st.
He acts like he's 3. He
really does. He's been very advanced as far as, because of having the older sibling, and they're really close. They're 16 months apart. We found out we were pregnant 8 months into Hadassah's life.
2 weeks before we finished the podcast.
2 weeks before we finished, really?
I think you announced it to the family about a week before.
Gotcha.
And you were like, after that, you were like, oh, we're going to do this on the podcast next.
Yeah.
And so.
No, what we were going to do is we were going to see if our family listened to the podcast.
Yeah, because we were going to see if the family listened, because Uncle Tim did, and it was going to, I was like, Uncle Tim's going to know before anybody else knows, because he's...
And then the episode never got uploaded.
Yeah.
So, which is kind of the funniest thing, but still.
But yeah, he's been super advanced of everything. He walked super early, he talked super early, so it took Hadassah until she was well over 2 to start talking, and Jedediah just took right off with it and says such large sentences very intelligently, and boy howdy, I've got my money. No, I've got my work cut out for me. That one.
It's partially because of Uncle Kanan too.
Yeah.
So.
Hadassah really didn't have a figure like Uncle Kanan in her life like Jedediah does.
Kanan. That's one.
Am
That's
I
what the
wrong?
kids call them.
Yeah. Which is
I mean-
fair.
We
I mean,
always
it's the same
call
way
him
that we
Uncle
call
Canaan.
our cousins, our older cousins, uncle. or
But
something like that.
to
Well,
Jedediah, Canaan isn't any different than you or I, TJ.
Right.
Yeah, honestly, really not
Yeah.
any different.
No, I don't disagree. Yeah.
And I mean, so he for my kids, he's the one that has earned the uncle title.
Yeah.
Like, not you guys have earned it because you're siblings, you know.
Well, I think
Randy's,
Hadassah, I've earned it for Hadassah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've done the same for Jedediah that I have for
no,
Hadassah.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that if you're not already an uncle, that you kind of have to earn the title. To me, anyway.
Yeah.
And Kanan has definitely earned that title for them.
Yeah.
He sees them about as often as we do.
Pretty
More
much.
than me.
They pretty
That's
much.
because you're always you see them as much as Uncle Ben does.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yep.
So.
Even Uncle Ben comes home sometimes more than you do. Uncle
That's,
Ben's just in South Carolina, so it's
that's
a little bit easier
Randy's
to
Randy's
hop
a
on.
little
brother.
easier. Yeah. So. Fun. Any other thoughts?
Not really. Do we want to talk about futures in this episode, or no? Just
That's
leave it
what
at
I was
this?
going to ask. I was going to see if we wanted to leave that for a second episode.
So, Ephraim,
or-
what's coming up in your future?
No, I figured we'd bounce around this
Oh,
way.
I forgot about my lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
You
that's
mentioned it.
You mentioned it in the 30
I
seconds.
mentioned I had a business. So.
All right, we'll start with Amber, and then we'll go back to TJ and back to me.
Okay.
About
well,
the future?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then we'll start with the
I guess-
lemonade, and then
Lemonade
you can
and then
go into your future.
go into future, I guess.
Okay, so my business is I run a lemonade stand. And I started it last year, so I've been in business a year and a couple months at this point. And it has grown to the point where I'm about to outgrow my minivan with it, and I'm gonna have to get a trailer and be able to transport stuff in back. But it's interesting. It's fun. I used to love being a barista. That was one of my earlier jobs, and I thought doing something like lemonade would be a lot of fun. So
Has it been fun?
it's been fun for the most part. Let me just say this. I am not a I'm not a hot weather kind of person at all. I pick the worst business to
In
be
terms of,
if I don't want to be out in the sun or the heat, because that's the only time you sell lemonade.
yeah, that's true.
So, you know, we'll see. But
That
no, it's
lavender-
fun.
The lavender flavor is killer, though.
Yeah. So I have a new one. It's peach cobbler
Yeah.
that is going over like wildfire right now.
Has it been doing good? Did it do good today?
So I didn't officially put it on the menu, but I walked around with samples again, and everybody loved it. And I did actually get 2 vendors that came and purchased it, even though it wasn't on my menu, because I already had the stuff to make it.
What'd you
so.
price it at?
Do we really want to talk about prices on
Well-
the podcast?
Yeah, it's your menu.
So yeah,
Not
sure.
for your vendor, but what would you do
So
it for the regular price?
because that's a super specialty one, it's a $9 lemonade.
Okay.
Makes
So-
sense.
But yeah, I have specialties, flavors, and then just classic.
Go visit Squeezy Co.
The Squeezy Code.
If you're ever in the North Carolina area,
right
The
now,
majority of our listeners are in North Carolina.
hey,
I don't
you
know.
never
You're
know.
in Kentucky.
I'm sure there's going to be a couple of my friends who pick up the podcast, so
If you're
I
in the
don't know, it might
Triangle
be-
area,
Super boring.
swing
Who
on
knows?
down.
we'll see.
But yeah, I'm only in farmers markets right now, and specifically just at the Southern Pines Farmers Market. So
Whoop, whoop.
Yep.
Shop local.
Future.
I don't have anything on the future horizon, to be honest with you.
No new siblings?
Get through this season of life. I'm not planning to try to have any more kids until I reach goal weight at this point. So,
Well, if
or
we-
at least closer to goal weight.
So next year, she's going to start trying for kids.
I am, except I also kind of only want to have my kids on even numbered years. I'm weird like that. I've
So
had
if you get pregnant on March, then you'll be
April, May,
fine.
June, July, August, September, October, November. Nope.
April.
End of April. Well, I mean, if you want to know if Amber's going to have a kid, this will probably be the quickest place to find out. We'll make sure number
All
3
right,
gets
family,
announced
you
here.
gotta listen here, family. If you want to
Number
know the
3,
tea.
Number 3 is going to get announced here.
Number 3 announced here exclusively.
Exclusive announcement.
I might even only let the people that listen to our podcast know the gender, because I don't even think Randy really wants to know the gender.
And we all know he doesn't listen. So. Oh, man.
All right, TJ. Future.
Well, I kind of mentioned grad school. Right now, the thought is possibly staying there in Louisville, doing my master's. Doing my master's there at Southern. That's appealing. Ultimately, probably the goal right now, a goal school for me has been New York University. They have
Also,
a really
boo.
Yay!
New York would be a much less permanent place. I don't like New York.
I love
Yeah,
New
I
York.
feel
to
like
live in.
that is true. At least if you go to New York, it'll be a there and back again kind of
Yeah,
tale.
definitely.
Like Bilbo Baggins.
Oh
know?
yeah.
But if you end up with your masters in Kentucky, I'm not sure you'll ever come back.
We'll see.
Depends on if he finds the girl of his dreams there.
We'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, I don't know. We're debating what the future is right now. So, it's up in the air. We'll
Who's
see where
this
it's gonna go.
we're debating?
I don't know. Me?
Do you have
multiple personalities.
in your head?
I love how both of you said that at the same time. That's the best part.
Well, it's because you said we're debating it. When it's
That's
a
exactly
you
what
decision.
you
I
said.
mean, there is this weird trope with Gen Z lingo that's like, we're doing this, we're doing that, like we're vibing, we're doing something like that. Like it's a weird Gen Z trope. I'm sure you've heard it,
just say.
Ephraim.
I mean, I guess.
You're just not gonna back me up on that, so.
Oh. We've got a little special guest coming into the
That's
podcast.
Oh, okay, going straight
Our-
to
my,
mommy.
appearance.
my oldest, that is now 3.5 years old.
You want to say hi on
That's
the
the
podcast?
She just woke up from a nap.
She's always a little.
I bet her memoji just popped up on screen too. You're gonna create her a little memoji.
We'll see, maybe in the future. So, but yeah, I'm not sure where the future is right now, but that's kind of the possibility. So, yeah. What about you, Ephraim?
Future plans. I guess right now I'm just looking to finish school and graduate. I got 2 more years left at UNC Pembroke. And, you know, I would love to become a teacher, but my pipe dream I would love to open a disc golf retail store to be able to sell the discs and maybe create my own discs to sell. And I'm looking at a couple possibilities for that. So,
And a storefront that sells drinks, and I can put my lemonade in it.
It's a tap room.
Been
So
talking about doing it as a tap room and having Randy and I
I don't
come
know
taste test.
I don't know if I can like say this online, but nobody listens to it enough. So
Those words might come back.
On the
to bite you.
record. It's on the record.
I won't put it on the record. I'll say it off the record later.
Okay.
All right. So, anything else?
I have a concert on Saturday, and we're recording this on Thursday. Neither TJ or Amber is coming to it because they're
I
going
hate
to
to
my
burst your
cousin's.
bubble. I hate to
coming.
burst your bubble. Your girlfriend even said she wasn't planning on coming.
I know, because she doesn't like one of the people that's there, but that person isn't even going to be there anymore. So we have the concert on Saturday, August 3rd, and we're recording this on Thursday, August 1st. So it's in
supposed to go
2
out on the
days.
3rd. Yeah. The podcast
When
so-
this podcast is uploaded.
If you listen to this before 6 p.m. on August 3rd, come to the Buggy Factory in Carthage. You'll hear some great live music, and it's totally free to get in.
Good stuff. Hopefully that's going to turn into
and
something.
Buggy Factory has pizzas and wings and beer.
All the good things.
And
Yeah.
It was actually a lot of fun. We went once for dinner and it was a lot of fun. So, long wait, but other than that, it was just
probably
new.
won't be a long wait anymore.
Yeah. It was
Y'all
just
went
new.
like opening weekend.
No, we went, I guess, the second week.
Yeah, basically open week. So,
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
I am Ephraim.
Well, okay then. You're Ephraim. I'm Amber.
I'm TJ and we've been the Blondies. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.